So, Rafael, good night, good evening actually, and welcome to one of your recorded classes. Today we're going to talk about auxiliary verbs of the present tense. So, when you're talking about the future, you can use most likely will, which is how most people put it. It is an auxiliary verb that indicates that an action will happen, will still happen. But for the for the whole array of possibilities that you can have in the future, sometimes it's more likely that you need to have those other auxiliary verbs. So, for example, when you use will, it's something that is 100% certain that will happen on the future. When you use going to, it is something that is in the near future, and you have, you planned those things. If something will happen, it is not likely that you just made plans for then. You say, oh, I will go to Italy, or I will go to Paris. It is like a eventual plan. It is nothing that will happen like today, and nothing like you saved money. It's just a thought. But when you use going to, I'm going to Paris, I'm going to Italy, that says to whoever is listening that you had a plan, you saved money, you even might have tickets to go to those trips. So going to and will, when talking about future plans, will is more like idea of a plan, and going to is more like a dedicated plan to those actions. What also can happen is that you can also use may or might. May or might, they are kind of interchangeable, and they show us that you have like a 50-50% chance of something happening or not. But may happen or might happen, it is when something has like a 50% plus chance. And when something might not or may not happen is when things may not happen. So it's like less than 50% chance on may not and might not. For example, you can use may for example, when you kind of know when it's going to rain, but you're not 100% sure because the forecast wasn't all that clear. So you can say like, oh, it may rain today. If it may rain today, uh, it is like uncertain. Like if you just say it will rain today, then it's like, well, it's going to rain. It will rain. When talking about predictions, you can use will and going to as 100% sure. For predictions using may, it is like 50-50% chance. The same goes to might. For example, I might not like this movie because I think it is a scary movie. I don't like scary movies. So if I don't like scary movies and this movie seems scary, I might not like this movie. So you see, it's a 50-50% chance. I still might like this movie, but I may not because there's a pre-existing condition here that doesn't allow me to enjoy because it's a scary movie. So using those auxiliary verbs, may, might, will, and going to, we can show the whoever is listening the amount of certainty that you have when showing a action that will happen, that is going to happen, that may or might happen, and then may not, might not. The extreme, like we have like here, will was like kind of 100% sure. May and might, it's 50% plus. Might not or may not, it's like 50% less, less than 50%. And then you have uh, want, which is something that most clearly won't happen in the near future. Like it is like it is almost impossible to happen. So it's a more like a 0% chance. Like for example, I want I won't eat peanuts. Oh no, or I won't eat pasoka because I'm allergic and I might die. So you see, there's like almost 100% sure chance that I will die if I eat peanuts. So because of that, I will avoid pasoka as much as I can. So it can show us that want normally shows that action will not happen in any foreseeable future unless in an accident or something, but that's like a 0.001% chance, for example. So those auxiliary verbs show us how much things can improve the how clear you can. And let me rephrase that. Those auxiliary verbs can show us the certainty of some actions on the future. Will and going to like kind of 100%, but going to plans and will to predictions more most likely, may to 50% plus, might not, may not to less than 50% chance, and then won't, which is almost 0% chance of happening. Okay, so this is just a revision of something that we talked in the last classes. I was going to do like a revision, a presentation, but we can just leave that for tomorrow. So thank you, Rafa. I'll see you then, and bye bye.